I'm your host, Lawrence Jones, my co-host, Sean Harris, and so we're going to start off with the first fight that we previewed last time, Diego the Nightmare Sanchez against, what's his name? Paulo Thiago.
Yeah.
Alright, this was an exciting fight. Of course, first round looked like it was going to Thiago. He was taller, had a longer reach, faster. You know what I'm saying? Faster with the hands, a lot more skilled. And, you know, he kept him away. He stuffed his takedowns and, you know, he had a solid first round. However, come second round, and I had to make a note too that Diego bled him a little bit. But come second round, that's like when the tide turned. Diego got that big slam and he just gassed Thiago, and it went downhill for Thiago from there.
He basically wore him out after the first round.
You
know, I mean, Sanchez has a lot of heart.
Everybody
knows that. He has a good chin and he can last. And I think Thiago's superiorly skilled, but he just got worn down. I don't think he knew what to expect from Sanchez. I think he just figured he'd be able to outmaneuver him. You know, he knew he was superior as far as skill, but I think if they were to fight again, I think Thiago would win, knowing what to expect now. But you know,
you don't always get that chance.
Yeah, you don't. But yeah, he definitely need to work on his conditioning for Sanchez, because he never wears down. He just keeps coming at you.
Yep, and that was the key. That's the key. The next fight was Jake Shields' debut in the UFC against Martin Kampmann, and man, this is a terrible fight. Jake Shields, he doesn't really have any hands, doesn't really have any feet, and his takedowns were,
I mean, he was okay.
Were okay, but Kampmann, he couldn't really. Kampmann, he got took out of his game and tried to wrestle him, which was a bad mistake.
He took himself out the game.
Yeah.
And, you know, he did a decent job though.
Yeah, he did a decent job, but it was just ugly, sprawling, ugly. It was just ugly all the way. I don't even want to talk. It was that bad.
Like Kampmann, he just should have stuck with his strength, which is stand up. He didn't force the stand up enough, and he tried to beat Jake Shields at his own game, and he was his own demise. He left it to the judges.
Yeah,
that's pretty much the story.
Yeah, it's like even when he attempted to go for submissions, it was still like kind of weak. He just wasn't in his element, and yeah, like you said, he should have tried to stand it up, but he didn't. So
yeah, I think we spent too much time on this fight anyway.
Right. So let's go to the main event that we were all looking forward to: Brock Lesnar, the champion, against Cain Velasquez. And right out the gates, I mean, we all know that Brock doesn't have any hands, and he really showed what lack of hands he had. This is like the first time that Brock was really put all the way on the defense, and like Brock was on his back like bad. Of course, Cain Velasquez.
I like the pirouette.
That
he did.
Oh yeah.
the twirl around. Now I guess that was he trying to swing, do a round?
No, he was just trying to regain his balance. But
okay.
Yeah, Cain Velasquez's hands. Actually, I think Velasquez got the fastest hands in the heavyweight division, like no question. And Velasquez was eating him up. I think the big difference versus Brock's other opponents, when Brock would take them down, Velasquez popped right back up. It was amazing. He popped up like fast.
Not to me. I mean, I expected that. I expected it to be a battle because both of them are good wrestlers.
Yes, they are. They're great wrestlers.
Yeah, both of them are. Yeah, both of them very. You know, they are great wrestlers. But I knew Velasquez was going to be in there for the long haul.
Right.
I knew I felt that he'd eventually wear Lesnar out. Now, I don't think anyone expected him to knock him out in the first round, but
right. TKO.
Just got that feeling. Yeah. Got that feeling when when the match was about to begin.
Yeah.
Lesnar came out hard.
Yeah, he had to. He knew. He knew, because as soon as I saw him come out, you know, because both of us, we both saw Cain Velasquez's face. We looked in his eyes. We knew he was ready.
Yeah, he always ready.
I saw Brock Lesnar come out. I knew he wasn't ready. I don't know. It's just sometimes you can see things in dudes' faces. You can tell if they ready for a fight or not. And
I mean, he came out as ready as he could.
Yeah, as ready as he could.
He just wasn't that. He never was that good. He just a lot of his weaknesses got exposed in this fight
badly.
Because I mean, he you know, the quicker they climb, you know, the harder they. I don't know what's the terminology for that, but I knew it wasn't gonna last too long.
Oh yeah, well, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. But yeah. So yeah, it went, you know what I'm saying, as most people suspected, you know what I'm saying. And like I said, the key for Velasquez was that he withstood that initial onslaught, you know what I'm saying. He stuffed, for the most part, you know, even though he did get taken down, he popped right back up. He stuffed any other attempts that Brock made, and this cat ate him up with his hands, and Brock couldn't handle it. You know, he was getting rocked. He couldn't defend himself, and the referee Herbert Dean stepped in, and you know, he's seen enough.
You could tell Dean kind of let him, you know, he let it last longer than normal. You know, if it was the championship fight, he probably would have stopped it before. And actually, they mentioned that Lesnar actually even submitted verbally, but I mean, the crowd was so loud, no one, ref couldn't even hear him before. He actually gave up beforehand. So Lesnar got his butt kicked, and I guess the next thing is what's next for
Cain Velasquez.
Well, I was going to ask for Lesnar, but
oh yeah, what's next for Lesnar too? I hope this time around they make him work a little bit more to get back to the championship level. There's a few more heavyweights in the division now, so I hope they at least make him go through 3 solid, worthy opponents. No Heath Herring, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe Frank Mir again. I mean, that'd be interesting to see.
Well, yeah, for the tiebreaker. Yeah,
it's 1-1, so.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I foresee the WWE and Brock Lesnar's future. I think his MMA career is about to be over pretty soon.
Yeah, quite.
Like as far as with Velasquez, I really don't know who he fights next. I don't really see anybody. At this point, no, I don't either. I mean, maybe Shane Carwin, maybe Frank Mir. You know, Frank Mir, Carwin, one of those two. I guess, you know, Frank Mir seems like he's the next. He's the next best thing, because he won his fight. At least he's smart with this on the submission game, but I can see Velasquez outlasting him. And Carwin, even though he got knockout power, it's like I can still see Velasquez outsmarting him. He'll wear him down. But you know what, Shane Carwin would actually be I think he'd be Velasquez's most dangerous opponent, because he's got the ability. You know, one punch he can knock you out. Yeah. Because he might actually hit harder than Shite Congo. So other than that, I mean, as long as Velasquez can last, you know, the longer the match goes, the advantage goes to Velasquez. Right. I see him keeping the belt for a long time. I don't see nobody beating him for a while, unless maybe Fedor decides to man up and join the UFC. Whatever. No, whatever. That ain't happening. But so that's all we have for tonight. I guess we'll also add, you know, Sean's favorite MMA fighter, Tito Ortiz, took another L to Mark Hamill. Good night. So big ups to Mark Hamill. It was funny watching him do his best Roy Jones impression. But overall, UFC 121 was a good fight card, and looking forward to more. So thanks for joining us for this post-fight reaction, and peace.